I'm streamlining. Don't waste your time, 2017 or 2019. I don't even know what year I'm living in. Hey everybody, welcome back to Titans Talk. I forgot what my intro is. Hey everybody, welcome back to Titans Talk, the series dedicated to DC Universe's Titans. Today we are talking about season number 2, episode number 8, titled Jericho. I legitimately just got done filming my episode 7 review, which only took me about 5 minutes in total. The video is probably going to be 5 minutes or probably shorter, because there's just not a whole lot going on. This episode, however, was amazing. It is definitely on par with what I thought Connor was, which was something very focused, something very good. This, I think, is the best episode in terms of overall storyline that we actually needed to have happen with the Titans, probably since the beginning. But this one episode essentially focuses on what happened with Jericho and the OG Titans way back when they were sort of hunting him down. There's kind of back and forth moments throughout the episode, but it mainly focuses on Jericho. Jericho is actually an amazing character that I liked a lot. I could already kind of tell from the little bit of teases we had from him earlier in the season that we were going to like him, and undoubtedly he is awesome. I wish there's going to be a lot more of him, but based on how this episode goes, I don't think there's going to be a lot more of him, but maybe we'll get to see like the ghost of him standing on the side or something like that. Overall, this was one of the best, if not the best episode so far. It had great fighting, it had pretty good acting, it had most of what you want, a pretty focused storyline. It didn't keep going left and right like a lot of the series has so far. It actually focused on what happened between Deathstroke and the OG Titans, a little bit of what happened with Jericho, a lot of good stuff that happened there that kept me engaged for the entire runtime, which I think is like 40-50 minutes. Definitely a lot better than some bore episodes, filler episodes like the last one. But it definitely lived up to the hype of what that event was. They've been teasing this event for quite some time, talking about, oh, what happened back then, what happened 5 years ago, what happened 5 years ago. Now we get to see what happens 5 years ago, and it lived up to the hype of it being pretty awesome. Although the only gripe that I would have is that in the previous episode, Dick talked to Jason and confessed to him more or less that he was the one that killed Jericho, but it's actually Deathstroke that kills Jericho. But in a way, I think Dick takes responsibility for that because he was the one that got Jericho involved in order to get to Deathstroke, which would have never happened, to leading him up to getting stabbed by Deathstroke. There's a lot of loops happening there, but I think that's why he's essentially taking the blame for it, is because he even involved Jericho in the first place. I think really my only complaint, other than that whole thing that I just talked about a few minutes ago, or a minute ago, however long that was in video time, in recording time, it was like 5 minutes ago. But I think my biggest complaint about this episode was the fact that it took so long to get to this point. We're now in episode number 8. There was no reason for this to be built up this long. We could have handled this way back, episode like 3 or 4, and been just as content, been on to bigger and better things, badass things with Deathstroke and Robin and the whole Titans fighting. A lot of good stuff could have happened there, but that's really my only gripe, other than the back and forth Dick Grayson taking the blame for Jericho. Overall, hands down, an amazing episode. There's really not much more to say about it. Next week, though, I don't know what the title of next week is. Episode number 9 is going to be called Atonement, according to the internet. What that means, I don't know. But this was definitely a really good episode. Hopefully they can only continue to build off of it from there and have maybe next episode be not a flashback or flash forward or whatever. We catch up to the present day and maybe what they're going after Deathstroke 2.0 with Titans 2.0, and hopefully we can get some more involvement from some of the younger cast members. Gar has been essentially just around, but other than that, I hope they do get a little bit more involved. But this episode was amazing. I probably said it about 5 times now. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. If you have, make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hands down, like I said, one of my favorites. A lot of good stuff in there. It's definitely worth a watch if you are watching Titans. Other than that, that's really all I have for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.